2005. I think, speaking on Trajan's behalf here, but Trajan and Sean were both playing guitar in Cold by Winter, which was like a post-hardcore band, which Trajan was writing a lot of riffs that just weren't fitting with Cold by Winter and were way more on the metal side, so they decided that Sean would do vocal duties and do vocals for the riffs that Trajan was writing, which they weren't using.
What inspired me to be a musician was just listening to music and appreciating different guitar styles and people playing.
My dad used to play Beatles 45s and AC/DC and Queen in the van, so we always had an acoustic guitar lying around, was in pieces, but he would always throw it my direction, tell me to play it, even just hit it, and it all went from there.
It wasn't until I started going to punk rock and hardcore shows in Hamilton and seeing the energy and the excitement and the little community, the network, I found it fascinating and just met heaps of really cool people. And for me, pretty much since I was a kid, my whole social network has been, and being in a band is just intertwined. So for me, that's how I got into it, and that's my passion for music, is just being in a band and meeting people and going to shows. There's been heaps of little bits and pieces where you just kind of have to pinch yourself and just, you know, realize, I mean, because I still feel like that, you know, 18-year-old kid playing guitar in my bedroom from time to time, and it's not until when you look back and you say, well, holy hell, I played main stage a Big Day Out, I did Taste of Chaos, I've, you know, toured Japan, and well, I've got various endorsements along the way, which is great, but it's the actual memories of being in different countries and being in like Borneo and having kids screaming your lyrics, and just, yeah, I think for me the best part would be being, I played, in my old band I played Tokyo and Sendai for a week, and just seeing like a couple of hundred Japanese kids screaming along in broken English, being the furthest away I've ever been from home. It was surreal, and yeah, that was the greatest feeling.
For me, just being able to play an instrument that I love and get a lot of enjoyment out of it, in any like musical genre or anything like that is the biggest achievement.
It takes a certain type of person to be in a band. You know, what you're trying to do is to get 5, possibly 6 people all moving in the same direction with the same goal and committing to it 120%. It can be quite a difficult task, and you see flash in the pan bands come and go so quickly. There's and you can see bands as well where it's just one guy who has a passion. It's a very, very particular type of person that can do a band.
The commitment in the band is trying to get, you know, between 3 and, or if you're Slipknot, 10 people in a band that all are moving in the same direction. It's very much like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, and there's constant bickering. In a year from now, in a similar situation to this, but with more cameras and more lights.
In a year from now, I would like to see myself as a touring musician, playing around with these guys.
I'm really happy with how everything's going. I mean, we're all, we're not 17 years old and, you know, throwing caution to the wind, and I mean, you see bands, and you see some horror stories as well of people like, I've known I've known a few people personally that, you know, have done the big move over with a backpack and $20 in their pocket. We're quite happy with how things are going. We're really proud of what we've achieved and where we are in terms of the music scene. So for us, the next year, get another recording out. That's the biggest priority. Tour New Zealand, get to places we haven't been to in quite a while, and hopefully make some friends and get over to Australia.